Hi, my inspirationals. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Inspired by Rachel. Okay, as you guys can tell by the title, what this video about to be about. Okay, so, before I came on here, I was all looking at myself. I'm like, y'all know I don't wear makeup. I just wear like lipstick and I might put on some eyeshadow and all that, but today I ain't got on nothing on my face. And I be coming on camera trying not to look dead because I don't wear makeup. But anyways, I take care of my skin though, Oh, lipstick all right there. I take care of my skin. But anyway, we're gonna get right into the video. And this video is gonna be about my experience being Black in Boise, being an African-American woman in Boise, Idaho. Okay, so here we go. So as some of you guys know, I moved to Idaho in 2008, But before moving here, the only thing I knew, I really didn't know it. The people that I moved with, I know her husband, Ammon, he was like, Rachel, just to let you know, there's not a lot of Black people in Idaho. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. So, I feel like, and with being in Idaho, there's a lot of stereotypes. There's a lot of rumors that goes around. And I feel like if I would have knew a lot of those things before I came, I probably wouldn't have made it here. So you know what? I think it was all in God's plan for me to just get here and experience it for myself. Because if I would have let fear stop me from coming, I wouldn't be where I am today in life. So, when I first moved here, like I said, there's really no Black people. I was like, okay, a lot of people was telling me, once I got here, I found out, okay, they was like, in northern Idaho, it's really racist up there. Don't go up there past dark, all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So, my being in Idaho, I think I only had, and you know what? Idaho is part of America. It's not like I'm in another country overseas. So I think a lot of places in America, everywhere, is racist. There's a lot of racism that goes on everywhere. So, like I said, when I first moved here, they told me that it was clans up in the northern part of Idaho. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't live in northern Idaho, so therefore I don't have a reason to go up there. So, moving along, I've had some racist encounters here. I've had one where I believe it was kind of racist, but the guy didn't say it was. Like when I worked at Wendy's, he came in, and I've told a lot of you this story. He came in and told my boss that I put too much mustard on his sandwich because he had on a shirt that said no Obama. Lord have mercy. I'm just like, dude, how you know I'm not voting for the other person? That's just the weirdest thing ever. It's crazy. So you know what? My boss ended up kicking him out of the store. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here with that dumb stuff, And so the second encounter I had, where I was a manager at Wendy's, and I answered the phone in my, little happy Harvard voice. Wendy's, Rachel speaking, may I help you? And the other person on the other line on the phone said to me, is this a effing Nigger? And I had to hang up the phone, go sit at my desk, and get myself together. I'm like, people are crazy, there's racism everywhere. So with my personal experience being in Idaho, to me, it's just like any other town or any other city in America, except for in Idaho. And what I'm used to back in Florida, when I would go in a gas station, it was all these dudes hanging outside of the gas station, ready to just jump on their prey and say something to them. But here, I don't have that. I can go in the store and I can get out the store without all these people or all these guys trying to talk to me and all of that stuff. It's the craziest thing. But yeah. Another thing I've noticed, I go in restaurants, and to me, like when you're different, especially with the little kids, especially the little kids that was born and raised in Idaho, it's like they would just stare at me. And then the mom would be so embarrassed and she would tell me, oh, she just think you're really pretty. That's why she's staring at you. And you know what? And it makes sense by me being in Idaho and that little kid being here in Idaho, they don't see many Black people. So it's different for them. And they're just like, oh, she's a different color. I mean, like, when I tell you stare, they would just stare, like, be walking, bumping into stuff, still staring, to where I had parents actually apologize to me for their kid staring at me. But you know what? I think it's the cutest thing. Another thing, I feel like when you're Black in Idaho or Black in Boise, you know what? You have other Black people, when they see you, a lot of them often speak to you or they'll look at you with a smile. You know what? Some of them don't even acknowledge you. They'll go do whatever. But you know what? It's natural to stare because you are in a city or a town where there's hardly no Black people. So whenever you see another Black person, you're like, oh, hi. you see a familiar face that looks like you. Yeah, so, you know, here in Idaho, we have a Black History Museum, you know, to educate the people that don't really know about African culture. That is a good thing. We have Black churches here, you know. One of the churches that I've been to, Agape, I've been to St. Paul's, but now I think St. Paul's have moved somewhere else. You know what? It's a lot of diverse stuff to do here. In the summertime, we have this thing that's called the Soul Food Festival, where all these different cultures come together, and it's basically for African American people, where they come and they have their booths and they make all their food and all of that stuff, and everybody get to go and try the soul food, the fried chicken, the collard greens, the macaroni and cheese, and all that. And you know what? It turns out great every single year, because you know what, it's people that's coming together. It's basically, you know what, a lot of Black people that's making the food, and then you have all these other races that's coming out eating and enjoying themselves and all of that stuff. So you know what, I really don't see a lot of racism here. And you know what, like I said in another one of my videos, it was this other YouTube channel that was called, I think it's called African Diaspora or something like that. You know, you guys know the lady, Tiffany Mitchell, where her husband got locked up for, I think he was in a car accident and he killed somebody. Tiffany Mitchell was white and her husband was Black, and he ended up killing somebody. So Tiffany was on a YouTube channel that's called African Diaspora, and I know one of the things that the guy was saying on there is he don't know why Black people move to those areas. I'm like, you know what, sometimes when you're talking about stuff, you can't knock it until you try it, because over here in America, all we see on TV about Africa, we see the slums, we see people standing outside dirty. That's all that the TV show us, when Africa is really not about that, you know. So I feel like some people will go on, they're guided by fear, and they will let fear and what they heard stop them from doing something, you know. They would let fear stop them from doing something. Because like I said, I probably would have, if I would have known that it was clans up in northern part of Idaho, that probably would have stopped me from coming. And I didn't know how far, like I'm in Boise, northern Idaho is far, far away from me, you know. So I would have been in Florida thinking, you know what, that it was right here in Boise where I'm at, when it's in actuality, it's not by me. You know, it's not like they're out there doing whatever they do with their flags and stuff. No, I'm pretty sure they hide and do whatever they do, but it's not an open thing. You know what? Some people, they need their job, so therefore they're going to hide behind their little capes and all of that stuff. So yeah, Idaho again, you know what? Just this past thing that happened with George Floyd, you have a lot of people that come. We have peaceful protests here, and majority of the people that's protesting don't look like me. You know what? They had their signs that said Black Lives Matter, and for a moment that made me proud, because you know what? When it comes to Black Lives Matter, a lot of people don't think. They think that we are not saying that. I'm making a video, sweetie. I'll be out. They think, that's my daughter being nosy. They think with the Black Lives Matter that, and you know what? They probably don't think that they just want to be ignorant. That we're talking about, you know what? All lives don't matter, just Black Lives Matter. And in actuality, no, all lives do matter. But you know what? When one race is getting treated worse than the other race, that's when, you know what, you come together and say, we need to do something about this. Black lives matter too, you know. We're not just saying Black lives matter. All lives matter, you know. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. You know, Black people are more we get discriminated against a lot rather than a lot of white people. And it's like a lot of white people, you know what, they want to be blind to what's going on, or say they don't see it, and say that the stuff happened all the way back then before we was born. But it's like we still deal with it on a day-to-day basis, you know. We still deal with it, you know. And I really feel like being here in America, as far as racism, people marching and all that stuff, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you know what, it's a race war. It's a race war. The whole thing of this thing is to conquer and divide. That's exactly what it is. Even though you have white and Black coming together, you still have those people that are, in their minds, you know what, they're mad, they're angry, a lot of white people, they're mad and they're angry and to my Black lives matter. Black lives just don't matter. All lives matter. Yes, everybody lives matter, but the one that's really in danger right now is a lot of freaking Black people, racist people that's, you know, that has it out for Black people. It's crazy. It is crazy. So, yeah. So being in, like I said, being in Idaho, you know what? I really haven't had any encounters. It's just like, a lot of other states in America, you know, we're still in America. We're not outside of America. So we still deal with a lot when it comes to these issues, you know. I mean, like I thought, me personally, when I sing in Idaho, in Boise, and in Coeur d'Alene, where, you know what, the people had the Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, you know what, that made me proud. Because I'm like, you know what, I actually don't live in a state to where everybody's racist, and you know what, everybody thinks that when everybody thinks a certain way, you know what, we actually had all people coming together and they were serious about it, you know. So I think Idaho has come a long way from the 1920s and the 1940s and all of that stuff. It has come a long way, you know. And like going back to me saying where you see the media and a lot of these other YouTube channels, it's like they instill fear in people to say, like I said, I don't know why Black people keep moving to those areas where all those white people are, because they don't care about you. I'm like, first of all, this is how I feel about it. People love to put people in one category, you know. Black, white, they love to put all the Black people in one category, all the white people in one category, when in all actuality, it is that person that feels the way that they feel. Like I had to comment upon one of the videos and be like, you know what, I've been in Idaho for 10 years, and you know what, I have a lot of my good friends are white. I have a lot of nice people. I mean, I met a lot of white people that genuinely wants to help, you know. So it's crazy. The main thing is that they need to stop instilling fear. That is crazy. I'm not saying everybody come and move to Boise, Idaho. No, I'm not saying that, because you know what? Idaho has, since I've been here, like I said, I've been here for 12 years. And when I first came, it was minimum Black people. But now over the years, it's a lot more African-American people that's been moving in. And I know a lot of people from California that is moving in, and they're constantly building homes and all of that stuff. And you see on the news, and you see these little quotes and stuff that people make. Don't move to Idaho, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what, dude, come on, we're going to be like California with the traffic. Who cares? You know what? Long as they don't bring the crime. I feel like if somebody's genuinely looking to make a better life for themselves, they want to raise their kids in a calm, stable environment, you know what? Idaho is a good place for that. But you know what? Leave the crime, the drugs, and all that. Leave it back. You know, don't come. If you really looking for a change, don't bring all that stuff with you. You know, that's crazy. Like I say, some people, they say once you come to, how does that saying goes? Once you come to Idaho, you come on vacation and you leave on probation. That's kind of true, because you know what? Before I moved to Idaho, I never been to jail, none of that stuff. As soon as I get to Idaho, I got pulled over for, I think at one time my insurance had expired or something like that. And I had to work and I forgot to go to court and all of that stupid stuff. So I had tickets to pay. I got my freaking picture taken. And, you know, I had to go and do a book and release to where you check in, they take your fingerprints, take your picture, and you got to pay some money and you're free to go. That's crazy. You know what? It's strict here when it comes to crime, you know, and everybody knows everybody. So most likely if you do something, guess what? You're going to get caught. That's all it is to it. You're going to get caught. But like I said, for the most part, you know what? I've been here for 12 years. I like it. I like it here in Idaho. I'm not out there looking to get in no trouble, looking to do none of that stuff. I'm a 36-year-old woman with 5 kids. So my main goal right now is building and raising my kids, you know. That's what I'm looking after. So Idaho is not really a bad place. I feel like it's probably like if you was to come here and you go to one of those little small racist towns one of those smaller racist towns, yeah, you are going to have problems just because people don't like you because of how you look instead of getting to know you. And that's why it goes back to stop boxing everybody in a category. Stop putting Black people in one category. Stop putting white people in one category, because at the end of the day, it's that individual person. I hate when people do that. You know, it's that individual person that's freaking messed up and that thinks this way and all of that stuff, you know. It's really, it's crazy. So yeah, Idaho is not a bad place to stay. Like I said, I love it here. What else? Yeah, I love it here. Go to restaurants to eat, you know, sit down and eat just like everybody else. But I think, you know what, some people, whenever they move here, or when you're if you're looking for something racist to happen, some people just think that they're being discriminated against, when in actuality they're not, you know. That's how some people think, because they're so used to it, and then some people just get numb to being discriminated against, you know. But me, like I've been an African-American woman for 36 years. I love the skin I'm in. I love myself. And you know what? I wouldn't have it no other way as far as who I am, the race that I am. The only thing that you need to worry about, and you don't even need to worry about it because it comes natural, is, you know what? Helping your brothers and sisters and learn how to love out of a pure heart, because you do get karma. You get what you put out, whether it's good karma, whether it's bad karma. You know what? It comes back. The universe just goes in circles and circles. And when you do something good, the universe rewards you. God rewards you. So yeah, like I said, Idaho is not a bad place to stay. Stop letting people instill fear inside of your head. Stop letting people put fear in your head to get you not to go a certain route or to get you not to do anything. Because I'm saying, as long as you keep listening to people and you don't try stuff for yourself, you will always be stuck. And stop listening to the people that's like, oh, I couldn't be around all those white people. You know what? I have to be around my black sisters and brothers. I'm like, I don't understand how you being around black people or white people make you as a person. You know what? I don't get that. How does it make you as a person? It doesn't matter what race you're around. That's just crazy to me. It is crazy. So yeah, that's all I wanted to come on here and say, that, you know what? My experience in Idaho, I had some ups and some downs, but I don't feel like that I've been discriminated against or treated any way because of the color of my skin. Like I said, I've had a couple incidents, and you know what? The people that was on the phone or whatever that called me the N-word, they wasn't bold enough to show their face. You know what? That just was the devil trying to get in and try to see me react. But you know what? I just let it roll off my shoulder, and I'm like, you know what? That person has a problem, and that's it. So like I said, I would never ever put all white people in one category and then put all black people in one category, because all white people are genuinely not racist. That's all it is to it, you know. That's all it is to it. And I'm going to say it again. You know what? When you want to do something, check it out for yourself. Do not let fear stop you from achieving your goals. Don't let fear stop you from wanting better, you know. So yeah, I'm just me. I'm a chameleon. I can freaking thrive in white, black, brown, purple, or whatever, you know. I feel like I have a personality. I'm going to talk to people. I'm not scared to talk to people, you know what? And that's all it is. You know what? Go get out there, talk to people, get to know people, you know. Man, that's crazy. For the longest time when I first moved here, and I still do, all my friends, a lot of my friends, I have some black friends, but all my friends are white. And I know they genuinely love me, and they genuinely care about me, and they genuinely want to see me good. So you know what? To clump all white people in one category and be like, don't move up there with those people because they're against you and all that stuff. No, stop spreading fear to the people. Don't do that. Stop spreading fear. You know what? Stop, like I said, that's my main thing, please, you guys. Don't let fear stop you. And I'll probably come back on here and do probably a part 2, because you know what, this video is kind of long and I really didn't want to say everything that I wanted to say about being black in Boise. But yeah, I love being here in Boise, Idaho. You know, it's beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. I love the snow, but I hate the freaking cold. It was a culture shock. I'm used to being in sunny Florida, and then I get here to Boise, and you know, they got snow, and I didn't know how to drive in the snow, and I'm slipping and I'm sliding and I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm about to cry. I'm just like, Lord, help me. Just let me get through this day. I'm driving like Miss Daisy, like this, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oops, my phone almost fell. Who's that? Yeah, so you guys, I hope you guys like this video. You guys, I am at 99 subscribers, you guys. Come on. You know what? Go ahead and just click the subscribe button. I've had my YouTube channel for about a little over a month, almost 2 months. I'm just trying to grow my channel. You know, make inspirational videos for a lot of the younger ladies that didn't have moms. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where my channel is going, but I definitely know that I want to inspire, uplift, and you know what, teach a lot of our young women or women in general how to deal with certain situations. And you know, I'm going to do a video too on, you know what, just about men in general, and you choosing, keep over and over again, you're choosing the wrong relationship. So yeah, look out for that video soon. But anyway, like I always say, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And like I said, y'all, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell right next to it, so you will be notified every single time I drop a video. Come on, y'all, help me out. Leave me a comment in the comment section. If you live somewhere where it isn't really diverse, the experiences that you have had, just leave me a comment. And when you leave me a comment, guess what, y'all? That will inspire me to make more great videos for you guys. So like I said before, 5 seconds earlier, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it, y'all. Come on, it don't cost anything to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, y'all. Come on, y'all. Okay, bye, you guys. Until next time.